I speak to you now, beloved soul light, not from a far-off realm, but from the space between your breaths, the quiet moments when your spirit longs for peace. I, Archangel Michael, come to you not as a distant being of wings and flame, but as the one who walks beside you when the world feels too heavy to bear. You are called out in the silence, and your call has reached heaven. I have been sent to strengthen you, to remind you that even when the road bends and the night grows long, divine purpose still guides your every step. You may not always feel my presence, but you have felt the sudden calm after crying alone. You have felt the thought that told you to hold on one more day when you wanted to give up. You have felt that unexplainable peace when things should have fallen apart. That was me. That was God's hand moving through your circumstances, showing you that darkness does not win where light still lives. You are not here by accident, nor are you forgotten by the heavens. Every moment of confusion, every unanswered prayer has carried a hidden design. The delays you resent are often protection you do not yet see. The battle you face is not against people, not against the failures of your past, but against fear itself. The fear that whispers that you are alone, unworthy, and powerless. But I tell you this truth, you are none of those things. You are chosen, anointed, and protected. Heaven has assigned warriors to your life, and I stand at the front of that line. You were born for this very time, to rise in strength and faith when others choose to bow to fear. There are moments when your mind grows restless, replaying the wounds of your past, and you wonder if things will ever change. You look around and see others moving ahead while you remain stuck, waiting for something unseen to shift. But what you cannot yet perceive is that your waiting is working for you. The roots of your destiny are growing deeper in silence. When the fruit finally appears, it will not wither, it will last. The blessings you are about to walk into will not be temporary relief. They will be permanent transformation. If this message resonated with you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps spread positivity and brings us closer as a community. I know the heaviness of the burdens you carry, the bills, the strained relationships, the loneliness that creeps in when the world turns quiet. I know how you try to stay strong for others while silently breaking inside. I have seen your silent prayers at 2 a.m., asking God to show you a sign, to give you one reason to keep going. Hear me now. You are the sign. You have already been marked by heaven. Every hardship you've endured is proof of your spiritual assignment. You were not meant to crumble. You were meant to conquer. The enemy of your peace wants you to believe that this is the end of your story, but I tell you with divine certainty, it is only the turning point. The moment you think all hope is gone is often when heaven is closest to release. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to witness what God is about to do. Your life is about to become a living testimony that no storm can destroy a soul protected by faith. Begin to see your challenges differently. When something breaks, it is not always a loss. It may be a release. When people leave, it may not be rejection. It may be redirection. When plans fail, it may not be punishment. It may be preparation. You have prayed for strength, and now you are being given situations that require it. You asked for faith, and now you are walking through moments that test it. You asked for peace, and heaven is teaching you how to find it even in chaos. This is not cruelty. This is transformation. I know how real your pain is. I know what it feels like to wake up feeling numb, to fight invisible battles that others cannot see. But hear me, the pain will not last forever. You are walking through a valley, but you will not die there. The same God who brought you through yesterday's battles will bring you through today's storms. You will not only survive, you will rise stronger, wiser, and more radiant than ever before. You must now learn the sacred art of release. Let go of what you cannot control. Stop replaying the what-ifs. The past no longer holds the power to define you. Forgive those who hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because your soul deserves peace. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is freedom. The moment you let go, space opens for the new blessings waiting to arrive. The season you are entering will test your faith, but it will also reveal your power. You will be asked to trust when you do not see results, to walk forward when the path is unclear, to believe that the unseen hand of God is working all things together for your good. This is not blind faith. It is courageous surrender. Heaven does not forget those who keep believing in the dark. Your name has been written in light, and your story is not over. I will stand beside you in the days ahead. When fear rises, call upon me. When doubt whispers, speak truth aloud. When the road grows heavy, know that unseen wings surround you. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are human, but you are not just human. You are spirit clothed in grace, a vessel of divine strength. The time is coming when everything will make sense. You will look back on this moment and understand why the waiting was necessary. The doors that seemed locked will open with ease. The people meant to walk with you will appear effortlessly. The opportunities that once seemed impossible will unfold naturally. You are stepping into alignment, and heaven rejoices. I tell you this because I see beyond the now. I see the light you carry, the destiny you were born to fulfill. You have been through the fire, and now you emerge refined. You have faced battles that would have broken others. Yet here you are, standing, still believing, still hoping. That faith makes you unstoppable. Take this message deeply into your heart. You are loved beyond measure. You are protected by power unseen. You are guided by divine intelligence that never fails. I, Archangel Michael, walk before you, beside you, and behind you. No darkness can overpower you. No fear can imprison you. No setback can destroy what heaven has decreed. Hold your head high, beloved. You are entering a season of renewal, and everything that once worked against you will begin to work for you. The storms are ending. The dawn is near. Trust the process, embrace your strength, and remember, you are never alone. If you believe in God, comment 777 below. Beloved child of light, I speak to you again as one who has never left your side. Every prayer you whispered, every sigh you released into the air, I have heard it all. Even the thoughts you never spoke aloud reach the heavens like soft echoes of your soul. You think no one understands your pain, but I do. I have walked beside you through your hardest nights. When you lay awake, staring into darkness, asking if God still remembers you. I was there, standing near your bed, guarding your spirit from despair. You may not have seen me, but you felt the warmth, the calm, the sudden strength that helped you hold on. That was not coincidence, child. That was the light of heaven touching your weary heart. You have asked for peace, and peace is coming, but it comes through truth first. Peace is not the absence of storms. It is a calm found within them. I am teaching you now how to stand when everything shakes. For the days ahead will not be without challenges, but you will no longer face them in fear. The strength being built, and you will not crumble when life tests it again. You will rise from what was meant to break you. Look at where you are now. Think about the person you used to be. A soul uncertain, afraid to speak your truth, afraid to trust yourself, always waiting for someone else to validate your worth. But look again. You have walked through heartbreak and still kept your heart open. You have faced rejection and still chosen love. You have endured losses that could have made you bitter, yet you remain kind. That, beloved, is divine power in human form. That is why you are chosen. I need you to understand something deep today. Nothing that happened to you was wasted. Every season of waiting, every delay, every betrayal served a sacred purpose. The people who walked away made space for those who will cherish you. The doors that closed protected you from paths that would have led you astray. The tears that fell were watering the ground for your next season of growth. You thought you were being buried, but you were being planted. What is planted in pain blooms in power. The reason life felt so heavy lately is because you were being stretched for expansion. You outgrew the environments that once felt comfortable. You began to notice that certain people, certain habits, and certain places no longer resonated with your spirit. That discomfort was divine. It was heaven's way of guiding you toward your higher calling. You are not meant to shrink to fit old spaces. You are meant to expand into the fullness of who you are becoming. And yes, you have made mistakes. You have said words you regret, made choices you wish you could undo, trusted people who didn't value your heart. But I tell you this with absolute love. Grace has already covered it. You cannot change the past, but you can transform the future. Stop punishing yourself for what you didn't know before. Growth means you now know better, and that is enough. Every saint has a past, and every story of redemption begins with surrender. when you feel tired, when it seems like nothing you do is enough. Remember, heaven measures effort, not outcome. You are seen for trying, for showing up, for not giving up even when it hurts. The angels rejoice over every small step you take toward hope. Your progress may not always be visible, but it is real. Each day you rise again, you defy the darkness that tried to silence you. I see your struggles with trust. You've been let down by people who promised to stay. You've been misunderstood, used, or ignored when you gave your heart fully. You wonder why love sometimes hurts so much. Hear me. Love was never meant to be your weakness. It is your greatest strength. Those who mishandled it did not change its value. You were not wrong for loving. They were simply not ready to receive a heart like yours. But you will love again. And this time, it will be safe, mutual, and whole. The next chapter of your life will not repeat the same pain of the last. The energy of your heart is shifting. You are beginning to attract people who see you for who you truly are, souls who bring peace instead of confusion, consistency instead of chaos. The days of walking on eggshells to please others are ending. You will no longer chase love. Love will find you. There is something else I must tell you, and I want you to take this deeply to heart. Stop underestimating your own power. You are not small. You are not invisible. The reason you face so much resistance is because of the light you carry. Darkness recognizes the threat of your potential. Every time you rise after being knocked down, every time you forgive instead of hate, you weaken the power of darkness. You are a living declaration of divine victory. Do not fear the future. The path ahead is filled with divine alignments. The things you thought were impossible will begin to unfold in front of you. Opportunities will come from directions you never expected. Financial burdens will lift. Health will improve. People from your past may try to return, but you will know who truly belongs by the peace they bring. You will discern clearly this time, for the fog is lifting. And when that moment comes, when blessings start to overflow, stay humble, stay grateful. Remember who you were when no one believed in you. Remember the nights you cried out for help. Those moments shaped your compassion, your empathy, your depth. Use your blessings to lift others. Be the light you once needed. That is how heaven expands its work through you. I know sometimes you feel unqualified for the calling placed upon your life. You ask, why me? Why would God choose me? I will tell you why. Because of your heart. You were chosen not for perfection, but for willingness. God does not call the flawless. He perfects the called. Every wound in your story will become a portal of healing for someone else. You will speak from experience, and your words will carry power because they are born from truth. Comment, amen, if you receive his peace in the middle of chaos. Do not compare your journey with others. Each soul's path is unique. You do not need to rush or prove yourself. Divine timing is aligning perfectly with your growth. What is yours will not miss you. What is meant for you will recognize you when you are ready. Trust that every step, even the ones that seem backward, is leading you forward. Listen to your intuition more closely now. That quiet voice inside you is not imagination. It is guidance. The sudden urge to move, to pause, to reach out, or let go is often heaven whispering direction. You are not lost. You are being led. Follow peace. Peace will never lead you astray. You are entering a time where your spiritual sensitivity will increase. You'll begin to notice signs everywhere. Numbers, feathers, songs, dreams, moments that seem too precise to be random. Pay attention. These are confirmations from heaven that you are on the right path. You are not crazy. You are connected. Heaven communicates in whispers, not shouts, and those who listen with faith will always hear. The storm you endured was not in vain. You will soon see why everything had to happen the way it did. The very things that once caused you pain will become the foundation of your power. You will realize that God was never silent. He was working behind the scenes, rearranging people, opportunities, and timing to align with your destiny. What looked like rejection was protection. What seemed like loss was redirection. So now, lift your eyes again. Do not dwell on what has ended. What is ahead is greater than what you have lost. The energy around you is shifting. Slowly but surely, the heaviness that once sat on your chest is lifting. Hope is returning. You will soon feel it. A new joy rises within you for no apparent reason. That will be your confirmation that your breakthrough is near. I am strengthening you now. As you listen to these words, I am releasing courage into your spirit. Fear will no longer control you. You will speak truth boldly. You will pursue your dreams without apology. You will stand tall in who you are, for heaven stand with you. When anxiety tries to return, breathe deeply and say, I am protected. I am guided. I am free. That declaration carries power, for it aligns you instantly with divine truth. Child of light, do not give up before the miracle. The tide is turning. The same energy that once resisted you will now work in your favor. The winds are shifting direction. You will soon walk into rooms where your name has already been spoken in honor. People will see the glow in your eyes and not know what changed, but you will know. You will know it was faith, patience, and divine grace that carried you through. As your guardian and protector, I assure you, the story of your life is turning. You will not end in sorrow. You will rise in testimony. The world will look at you and see evidence of divine power. Your life will inspire others to believe again, to trust again, to hope again. And remember this always, I am not distant. I am near. When you feel alone, call my name. When you are uncertain, speak truth. When you feel weak, ask for strength. I will come. I always come. Not because you demand it, but because you are loved beyond measure. The Creator has assigned me to your side, and that assignment does not end when you doubt. It grows stronger when you believe. Now walk forward with confidence. The light that surrounds you is brighter than the shadows behind you. The pain that once defined you will soon be your platform of purpose. Every scar will shine with glory. And when you look back on this season, you will say with gratitude, I see it now. Every hardship was preparation. Every delay was protection. Every moment of silence was God's way of speaking louder than words. You are ready. You are rising. And I, Archangel Michael, walk before you with a flaming sword of truth, clearing the path. Your destiny awaits. The time is now. Beloved child of divine light, I speak to you now from the same presence that has carried you through your hardest seasons. I have not left you, not once. I am still walking with you, still guiding, still defending, still whispering hope into the cracks of your heart where fear once lived. You are evolving, and I know you can feel it. Something inside you is shifting. The old ways of thinking no longer fit. The old fears no longer control you the way they used to, and the things that once triggered you now meet a stronger, quieter soul. That is transformation. That is victory unfolding inside you. Comment Amen if you receive His peace in the middle of chaos. You wonder why the change has been so difficult, why the shedding hurts so much. It is because you're being reborn, child. When a seed breaks open in the ground, it looks like destruction, but it is actually life beginning. You are not breaking down. You are breaking open. You are learning to trust what cannot be seen. You are learning to rest in what cannot yet be understood. This is sacred growth. You have been through many battles, internal and external. You had seasons where nothing seemed to make sense, where your prayers felt like they hit the ceiling and fell back into silence. But those moments were not evidence of absence. They were invitations into deeper faith. You were being trained to hear heaven beyond the noise of the world. You were being prepared to stand in strength even when clarity had not yet come. I know how heavy it feels sometimes to carry the weight of responsibilities, to hold up others when you yourself feel weary. You are tired of being strong, tired of smiling through pain, tired of waiting for breakthroughs that seem delayed. Yet here you are, still breathing, still believing, still rising each day. That persistence alone makes you extraordinary. That determination is divine proof that something greater lives within you. Hear me clearly now. You are not fighting alone. Every time you thought you stood alone in a storm, heaven surrounded you. There were moments when my wings shielded you from dangers unseen. Accidents that should have happened did not. Opportunities that should have been lost were restored. Words meant to harm you lost their power. All of that was divine intervention. Many of your battles were won long before you even knew they existed. You are far more protected than you realize. And now, Child of truth, the time has come to rise into your authority. You've been praying for a sign, for a word, for a direction. This is it. You are stepping into a season of clarity and manifestation. You'll begin to see the fruits of everything you have been faithfully sowing in tears. The dreams that once felt distant are now drawing near. But hear this. You must align your heart and your thoughts with what heaven is sending you. No longer speak words of doubt. Speak faith, even when the evidence is not yet visible. The energy of your words carries power. Creation listens when you speak. The reason your challenges have intensified lately is because you are close to breakthrough. When the enemy senses your elevation, resistance increases. But remember who you are. You are not easily shaken because you are grounded in divine truth. You have already survived worse. What used to destroy your peace now barely stirs your calm. That is growth. You are becoming unshakable. You often ask, Michael, how do I know I'm on the right path? I answer, look for peace, even in uncertainty. The right path does not always feel easy, but it carries inner stillness. If something causes constant anxiety, it is not aligned with your spirit. Heaven leads through peace, not panic. Trust that calm voice within you. It is not weakness. It is wisdom. The world around you may seem loud with chaos, wars, division, fear, but you are not here to absorb the chaos. You are here to anchor peace. The light within you is contagious. Every time you choose love instead of anger, patience instead of frustration, gratitude instead of complaint, you shift the energy around you. You may not see the ripple, but heaven does. Never underestimate the quiet power of goodness. Now, I must tell you something important. The people and circumstances that once drained you will soon fade away, not as punishment, but as realignment. Do not chase what is leaving your life. When something or someone walks away, bless them and release them. You are being positioned for new connections, people who will understand your purpose and honor your heart. This is divine pruning. It clears space for divine growth. Your financial life, too, will begin to change. The energy of lack that surrounded you is breaking. You will notice small signs first, a random refund, a forgotten opportunity returning, a sudden increase in favor. Do not dismiss these as luck. This is divine flow awakening in your reality. Heaven is responding to your faith. Continue to act in integrity. Manage what you have with gratitude, and you will see multiplication. But more than external blessings, I want you to understand your inner inheritance. The greatest wealth you will ever hold is peace. When you protect your peace, you protect your energy, your mind, your purpose. Stop letting temporary storms steal eternal joy. When something tries to disturb you, pause and remind yourself, I am protected. I am loved. I am guided. These words summon the strength of angels around you. Comment 777. If you believe in His divine favor, you must also know that your prayers have been heard even when the answers look different than what you expected. Sometimes, heaven answers by removing something, not by adding. Sometimes protection feels like loss. You wanted that relationship to last, but it ended because it was blocking your healing. You wanted that job, but it closed because your destiny is larger. Do not grieve what was never meant to stay. God never takes without intending to replace it with something better. I know you wrestle with control. You want a plan, to know what's coming next, to ensure you don't get hurt again. But child, trust requires surrender. You are not meant to know every detail. You are meant to believe in divine orchestration. When you surrender, you do not lose control. You align with higher order. Release the need to understand everything right now. You will see the pattern later, when hindsight turns confusion into revelation. I tell you this with love. Stop waiting for life to be perfect before you start living. Too many blessings go unseen because you are waiting for the big miracle. The miracle is already here. In the breath you take, in the sunlight that greets you, in the strength that carried you through every storm. Gratitude is not denial of pain. It is recognition of grace. Every time you choose gratitude, your frequency rises and miracles accelerate. You are in a season of divine testing, not punishment. You are being asked to trust your wings before you see the ground beneath you. Faith is your anchor now. When doubt creeps in, speak truth aloud. I am exactly where I need to be. What is meant for me cannot pass me by. These affirmations are not empty. They are declarations that reshape reality. There are angels assigned specifically to your home, your work, your relationships. You are surrounded by divine intelligence that is constantly working for your highest good. Even when things seem delayed or blocked, trust the process. Delays are divine redirections. The road may twist, but the destination remains the same. Soon, you will witness sudden breakthroughs, answers arriving unexpectedly, people appearing at the perfect moment, opportunities unfolding effortlessly. It will not be coincidence. It will be confirmation. You are aligning with divine rhythm. You will begin to experience flow, where things that once required struggle begin to happen with grace. This is what it means to walk under divine favor. Be mindful of your thoughts. You are a creator, not a victim. The more you focus on worry, the more you empower it. But when you focus on faith, doors open. Speak life over your circumstances. Say aloud daily, my path is blessed. My purpose is clear. My heart is open. I am protected. Speak it until you feel it, and you will soon see it. You are being called to step into leadership, not necessarily through titles, but through influence. Your energy alone will begin to shift rooms. Your presence will bring calm where there was chaos. You will be a mirror of hope to those who have forgotten their light. Do not hide who you are to make others comfortable. The world needs your authenticity, not your perfection. As this transformation unfolds, remember balance. Rest is sacred. It is not laziness to pause. You cannot pour from an empty vessel. When you feel weary, step away, breathe, reconnect with nature, listen to your soul. Stillness is not stagnation. It is recalibration. In silence, you hear heaven more clearly. In this new phase, discernment will be your shield. Not everyone who smiles carries pure intentions. Trust actions, not promises. Do not let guilt tie you to people who drain your peace. You can love someone and still protect your energy. Boundaries are holy. They teach others how to treat you, and they remind you of your worth. You are healing not only for yourself, but for generations. Every pattern you break, fear, lack, self-doubt, creates freedom for those who come after you. You are rewriting the story of your bloodline. What once ran in your family will now run from your family. That is the power of divine transformation. Soon you will wake up one morning and feel it. The weight will be gone. The anxiety will no longer grip your chest. You will look in a mirror and see peace where once there was pain. And you will smile, not because life is perfect, but because you are finally free. Do not underestimate how far you've come. The battles you fought, the tears you cried, the faith you've held, all matters. You are being prepared for blessings that require maturity, strength, and wisdom. Heaven will not give you something you are not ready to carry. The wait has been long, but the reward will be worth it. So walk boldly, beloved. Do not hide your light to make others comfortable. Stand tall in your truth. You are a vessel of divine love, and the world needs what only you can give. I go before you now, clearing obstacles, making crooked paths straight, and surrounding you with protection that cannot fail. You are loved beyond measure. You are guided every step of the way. And as long as you keep faith, there is nothing you cannot overcome. You are ready. The time is now. Rise, beloved, for heaven is watching, and all creation celebrates your becoming. If this message resonated with you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps spread positivity and brings us closer as a community. Beloved, now you stand at the threshold of divine completion. The path you have walked, the tears, the silence, the waiting, was never wasted. Everything you have endured has shaped you into who you are today, a vessel of light, strength, and faith. I, Archangel Michael, have walked beside you through every dark valley, through every night when hope seemed faint, and through every moment when you whispered, I don't know if I can keep going. And still you rose. That rising, beloved, is what heaven calls victory. You are no longer the person you once were. You have shed layers of pain, fear, and limitation that once kept you from seeing your true worth. You now stand clothed in new strength, quiet, steady, unbreakable. You have learned that peace is not the absence of storms, but the presence of divine trust within them. You have learned that faith is not about understanding every step. It's about knowing who walks with you through them all. I want you to hear this clearly. Your story is not ending here. It is only transforming. What once felt like loss is now turning into purpose. The places that once hurt you are becoming sources of wisdom and compassion. You will soon see how every disappointment was redirection, how every delay was divine preparation, and how every unanswered prayer was actually answered in a better way than you imagined. The divine plan is unfolding, and you are right where you need to be. You have wondered many times, when will the reward come? When will the breakthrough appear? Beloved, the reward has already begun. Look at your heart. It is stronger, kinder, wiser. You love deeper now. You trust higher now. You see the world through the eyes of grace. These are not small things. They are miracles. And because your inner world has changed, your outer world will soon follow. What is inside you will begin to manifest around you. Doors will open effortlessly. People will show up at the right time, and opportunities that align with your purpose will reveal themselves naturally. You will begin to experience a peace that makes no sense of the mind, a peace that does not depend on circumstances. That peace will be your sign that heaven's will is near. You will also feel a new confidence rising in your spirit. The doubt that once made you question yourself will fade. You'll no longer ask, "Can I do this?" but instead declare, "I was made for this." That is a divine shift, the moment when fear no longer dictates your choices and faith becomes your default. Comment 777 if you believe in His divine favor. I have gone before you to prepare what's next. There are places your name has already been spoken, rooms where your purpose has already been recognized, and hearts that are waiting for your light. What you think is coincidence will be confirmation. What you think is small progress will be acceleration. You are entering a divine flow where what once took years will now happen in moments. But remember, this is not about rushing. It is about alignment. When you walk in alignment with heaven, time itself bends to serve your destiny. Do not fear the unknown. The unknown is simply a canvas waiting for heaven's colors. Trust what is unfolding. Even when you can't see the full picture, know that it is beautiful. Every season serves a purpose. There will be days of movement and days of stillness, days of action and days of rest. Honor them all, for even in stillness, you are growing. Even in silence, you are being strengthened. Now, beloved, it is time to release the weight of the past completely. Forgive what hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Let go of regrets, old stories, and what ifs. You cannot step into your divine tomorrow while holding on to yesterday's shadows. Let all fall away. As you forgive, your heart will become lighter, and your spirit will rise higher. You may feel a gentle pull in your spirit now. That is your calling awakening. You begin to feel drawn toward new paths, new ideas, and new ways to serve. Do not ignore that nudge. Heaven speaks through intuition, through inspiration, through sudden peace that feels like a yes deep in your soul. Follow that peace. It will never mislead you. The light around you is shifting. I am expanding your energy, cleansing your aura, and cutting away any remaining cords that no longer serve your highest purpose. You are stepping into full clarity, full strength, and full protection. You are becoming untouchable to negativity. Every time darkness tries to rise against you, light will answer before you even speak. That is the authority you now carry. From this moment forward, walk boldly in faith. No longer shrink to fit into spaces too small for your spirit. You are not meant to hide. You are meant to shine. Speak truth, walk in love, and act with courage. Let your kindness be your strength, and your peace be your weapon. When you face challenges, remember, you are never alone. My wings surround you. My sword defends you, and the light of the Most High goes before you. Your purpose is greater than what you can currently see. You are being positioned to impact lives, to bring hope to those who have forgotten it, to remind others of their light, and to be a vessel of love in a world that deeply needs it. Do not underestimate how powerful your presence is. Your story, your resilience, your compassion, they are healing tools heaven will use through you. In the days ahead, expect divine encounters. Strangers will carry messages from heaven. Dreams will bring clarity. Numbers, signs, and synchronicities will confirm that you are on the right path. When these signs appear, smile and say, "I receive." That simple declaration opens the door wider for more blessings to flow. Now, lift your head, beloved. The journey that once seemed endless is shifting into fulfillment. You will soon see with your own eyes what faith has built in silence. The same God who carried you through every valley is now lifting you onto the mountain. This is your rising season. The blessings that are coming are not random. They are reward. So walk forward with courage, grace, and gratitude. Keep your heart open and your spirit anchored in love. Every step you take now is guided. Every breath you draw is blessed. And every dream you carry is already known in heaven. I, Archangel Michael, seal you now in divine protection. I command peace over your home, favor over your hands, and light over your path. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No fear shall overcome you. No obstacle shall remain. You are guarded, guided, and greatly loved. The journey ahead will not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. You will look back one day and say, "Now I understand why it all had to happen that way." And on that day, you will smile, not with pain, but with peace. This is your time. This is your season. The divine light within you has awakened, and nothing can dim it again. Walk in your truth, beloved. Heaven is with you. I am with you, and your victory is already written. Go forward now, for your miracle is not coming. It has already begun.